Hello. So we are back. Saturday, and I have a customer job here. So check here. Yeah, this is a nice laptop. This is a nice one. i7, probably NVIDIA graphics, MSI. This is a nice one. And the customer is saying, motherboard fault, battery is disconnected, plus donor board. You can't believe the customer sent me a motherboard for spares. I mean, we should we should be able to fix this. I mean, 100%, right? Yeah. What the customer said, I believe this guy is skilled who sent me the. I don't know if it's a computer shop or not. He said he checked the motherboard and the power is going to a certain point and that's all. So let's open this quickly and have a look inside. Okay, so the laptop is open. Oh, that's the battery. Okay, and the motherboard is looking fine. It's nice, huh? So can you spot anything wrong here on this board? Hmm? So what we are checking first? First, we are checking the main power rail. That can be a reason why we cannot fix this. Yeah. I mean, if we have a faulty CPU or GPU or chipset, then yeah. So the main power rail is not shorted. You can believe that? No, the main power rail is not shorted. Oh lol. No, it's not short. No, it's not short. Wow. Wow. So check here. We have the charging port. Check here how nice it is. Charging ports, first MOSFET, second MOSFET, and you see that the car. No, here is the current resistor. It's so nice. Let me plug the charger and let's test together. Okay, so I have the charger which is connected to the power supply. Let me bring the multimeter on screen quickly. Perfect. Plug in the charger. Seems to be fine. I mean, even I see like 10 milliamps, which is like the 3.3 on the IO chip, which looks fine. But we can check that. Let's see, we have here a BIOS chip, and it's no voltage. Okay, that's fair. The power button is not here. Nothing. 1.8, that's good. Nothing. 1.8. 1.5. 1.4. Why? What is this? What about main power rail? 1 second. The main power rail is 19.1. 1.2. And it's going down. I don't know what is here. What is this power supply? Okay, that's strange. That's weird. Strange. Let's take out the motherboard. Let's take out the motherboard and check, because we really have to check the 3.3 and everything, yeah? But the main power is present. That means we have a good CPU and GPU. Do you think we have a shorted MOSFET? Let's check. So here is fine. Here is fine. Here is fine. This one is fine. This one is fine. This one is fine. I mean, this board looks very, very good. Let's take the board out. At least it's nice. We took out the heatsink. It's not thermal paste at all. That's fine. That's fine. So I don't have to clean it. Okay, so we took the board out. That's the motherboard. Let's plug the charger again. Let's first check the 3.3 on the I/O chip. So on the I/O chip we have nothing. Huh? Why we don't have voltage on the I/O chip? Anyone knows? Because the main power rail, 1 second. Where is the main power rail? The main power rail is present, 19.1. So what's the reason why we don't have 3.3 on the I/O chip? That's a good question, right? I mean, how we are finding the 3.3? You have few capacitors around the EC chip, you can see them. Yeah. And you should have 3.3 on them. But we have nothing. Like nothing. Okay, let me unplug the charger. That's the next step. Let me switch to beeping mode. And let's check to ground to see if those capacitors are shorted. Short. Yeah, so check here. 0 ohms, 6 ohms. Why do you think that capacitor has 6 ohms? Why do you think this one has 6 ohms? Why do you think this one has 6 ohms? And why do you think this one has 6 ohms? Why do you think that? What is your opinion about these 6 ohms? Let's lower the voltage. A little bit of current. Good. Now we'll come straight with alcohol because I guess, you know, the EC chip is dead. Good. Now coming with the power supply on the same capacitors, yeah? And check that. Check the EC chip. 400 milliamps. Nah, the EC chip is dead. Check that. Yeah. So the EC chip is getting hot. I mean, it's not even point to take the thermal camera because I can feel it. I can feel it warm. Yes, taking 350 milliamps. I can feel it warm. So what do we have here? We have a dead EC chip. Dead EC chip. Let's check the capacitors. Probably now the resistance will be higher. And it is higher. It's like 10 ohms. Yeah. So let's compare with the other board. Just to prove the point. Like okay, maybe can be helpful if you have a spare board. You can check with the other board. But it's good because we have spares. So here we have the other board. And if we are checking, I mean, you can check with the multimeter or with the power supply, doesn't matter. So on the capacitors, we have, you see, infinite resistance, you can see. So let's quickly remove this EC chip. This is an easy job. This must be an easy job. I mean, all we have to do is to remove the EC chip with max temperature. We're gonna use 480 degrees, good. We don't need flux, no, not now. I have to come with the heat from this side because on the other side we have a connector. So we took out the EC chip easily, told you it's easy. That's the EC chip, just have in mind the EC position, like the pin number 1, which is here. Good. Now we have to take the chip from the other board, this one. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use some flux this time. Just, you know, a little bit. Same with the hot air, but I'll lower the temperature to like 380 degrees. No, it's too low. 400 degrees. 390. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we removed the EC chip, the good one. And now we have to move it to the other board. Here. So how we are soldering the EC chip quickly? It is a way to solder quickly? Yeah, it is a way. It's a shortcut, that's how it's called. You try to take shortcuts and, you know, something the shortcut goes wrong and yeah, you know the story. But hopefully this time it will goes fine. So what do we have to do? Very simple. The chip is on the right position, right? Yeah, it is. Pushing the chip down. And now we're gonna pray the chip it will not slide on one side or the other side. Or it's sliding already. It is sliding, I can't believe. It's like exactly what I told you. You see, that's when something goes wrong. It is sliding. What a freak, I can't believe. And now I can't do it anymore. I can't believe. You see exactly what I told you. It takes shortcuts till the point, you know, it's going wrong and yeah. Yeah, now it's fine, right? Yeah, it is fine. Perfect. Okay, it is solder perfect or not? It is. Now let's cool down the board quickly. We can use a thermal pad to cool the board fast. Yeah, we done it. We soldered the chip. Now a good question is, sorry, but why the EC chip died? Or the Super I or the startup chip? We don't know yet. We're gonna see now. Usually when you have this chip burn comes to the package with something else, with different things burn, but we're gonna see. What is surprising me is actually I didn't see a shorted 3.3 volts power supply on my power supply. I didn't see that. Usually you have a Super IO shorted, you'll see the 3.3 volts LDO power supply is linear. And if the IO chip is shorted, you'll see on the power supply like around 140 milliamps. And at that point, you know, okay, the 3.3 volts power supply is shorted. But not on this case, and that's strange. That's very strange. But we're gonna see now. Yeah, I think it's fine. Let's plug the charger. So plug in the charger. Oh, sorry, let me switch to 19. 19. Plug in the charger. Everything looks normal. Let's check the voltage on the same capacitor like before. And we have nothing. I mean, nothing. I can't believe. So you see, it's not only diode chip. Something else is burned. Probably the 3.3 volts power supply. That was the reason why the power supply was not taking like around 140, 150 milliamps, having the EC chip shorted. I knew it. I knew it. But anyway, the AC chip is fine. Okay, let's lower the voltage on the power supply. We have a 3.2 coming on the same spot, the capacitor here. Let me lower the current. So here is taking 1.5 because it's ground, and here is taking 70 milliamps. You can see 60 milliamps. And that's normal for the AC chip, 60 milliamps. So this AC chip is fine now. Now all we have to do is to find the 3.3 volts power supply, and I'll be looking for a blow up chip. I mean, must be blow up. Let's have a look around. Probably is here on the other side. Let me check on the other side. Yeah, it must be this one. Yeah, it must be this one, right? Yeah, it must be this one. I think. Not sure. You know what? Someone replaced it. So check here, check here, check here. So someone believe this chip is shorted. Check that. Check the chip is not even soldered. Check that. You can see? You can't see. Check that. Yeah. So check the pads. The pads, they have no solder on it. You can see. So what happened? This chip was getting hot, and the guy who tried to fix it, he thought, oh, this chip is shorted, and we have to replace it. That's the reason why we have no solder on the pads. So someone replaced this chip, and this either is not soldered properly or is actually faulty. But I believe this is not soldered properly because I can't see solder on the pads. Yeah, and you know what? I made so many videos, and I made even special video for this kind of thing. If it's getting hot, doesn't mean it's faulty. As is, this is a power supply chip, it is possible like one of the outputs to be shorted. And it was very simple, just coming, with on the capacitor, you can check with the multimeter and you can see actually there is something shorted. Right? Okay, let's take this chip out and let's have a look. Let me check on the other board if I have the chip. Let me check on the other board. No, lol, I can see now, yeah? So someone took the chip exact from this board, you can see? So someone took the chip already from this board. Yeah, okay. That explains everything. The problem is the old chip is good. The old chip is still good. Now why this chip is not working? I mean, it has nearly no solder on it. You can see. Yeah. Okay. Let's apply some solder there. And let's come with some solder on the pads. Too much solder, but that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Now let's solder the chip back. So the chip position is like that. Let me take out the extra solder. Good. A little bit of flux. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So the chip is soldered properly now. Yeah, it is soldered. It is. Good. Now let's test together. Let's see. So plug in the charger. 19. Plug in the charger. Good. Let's test the voltage. So on the EC chip we have, check that, check on the screen, 3.3. Yeah. So the chip was good, but it was not soldered properly on the place. So what do we have to do now? Nothing, just press the power button, which is this one. And the board is coming on, it's taking 30 milliamps, 1 second. Or I don't have enough current. I don't think I have enough current. One more time, pressing the power button. Check on the current. It's going to 1 amp, then shut down. 1.9 amps, 1.8, the board is working, yeah? So let's put the board back on into the laptop. That was an easy and pleasant job. Right? It was. Well, let's put the board back. So if we have picture, the laptop is fixed. Good. We don't need this. The power button probably is here, right? Yeah, it is. So what do we need? We need a thermal pad over the CPU. Yeah, thermal pad. We need power. So the charger and the charging port. Good. Now let's press the power button and let's see if it's working. So pressing the power button and it's coming on. It's restarting because obviously we reset the BIOS. It's taking 2 amps. Wow, the CPU is getting hot. I mean, it's burning my finger. 2.2 amps. I can't hold it. We have picture. We have picture on the screen, you can see. We have picture. Yeah, I can't hold it. And we have the BIOS menu, you can see on the screen. So this laptop is fixed. Okay, fantastic. I'm happy I helped the customer. And I do have a second job from this customer, but anyway, it will be, the other job, it will be another video. Okay, so I'll stop now. What do we have here? We have a dead DC chip, we replace it. The laptop is working fine. But have in mind one more time, this is a common mistake. You see something getting hot and you believe it's shorted. No. If it's a power supply, you know, the power supply has inputs and outputs. So if you have a shorted output, that's the reason why that chip can get hot. In our case, exactly like I predicted, yeah? I predict, you know, the customer seen the chip getting hot and he replaced the chip. Actually, he didn't check, you know, if the output of the chip are shorted. Good. So I'll stop here. I'll say thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video, like always, and see you on the next one. And by the way, this is nice. Yeah, if you send me a job, send me a board for spares. That's absolutely beautiful. Bye.